What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Blessed, back with another episode of the Secret Sauce Podcast, the ingredients of the underdogs. To me, I got a treat for y'all, man. Like this brother here, as he says, I can flap my gums, and he gonna flap his gums on this episode and give y'all the game, man. Proctor, how you feeling, baby?
What's going on with your coach?
Man, I'm blessed, man.
Love it, brother.
Yeah, man. So, man, Proctor, man, let the people know, man, what you do. You know what I'm saying? I think that's super important. And we're gonna get into this amazing episode.
Yeah, man. I do a little something. I have an accounting firm, and I do flap my gums. So. We do tax accounting, payroll. That's the fun stuff. That's and crunching them numbers all day. But then I also like to get out in the community and do training, speaking, seminar facilitation, and just giving the people what they need to hear the way that they need to hear. Not a whole bunch of wah. Like we ain't in college, undergrad, grad class. Like let's keep it real. Like is I ain't the red or in the black. So that's what we do.
I love it, man. So now. I don't want to assume people know, but what is an accountant?
What is an accountant? So an accountant can be a lot of things.
All right.
You know, for the old school people, we always hear bean counter. But ultimately, an accountant is just making sure that, as the folks say, that the math is mathing.
Right.
And so, we have some accountants that will they generally looking like, are we making money? Where's the money coming in? Where's the money going out? Yeah. You got some accountants that are doing more high-level strategy. Yeah. Like, okay, numbers are cool, but how do we take this thing to the next level? And then you got some accountants that kind of like from a controller standpoint where they like, okay, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with the money. And so, and there's a whole bunch of sub-bullets under that. It's some tax accounting. Yeah. It could be folks that just do books. You got payroll accounting. So it's a couple of things.
Got you.
Yeah, man.
So I want to hear this, man. Give me a horror story of somebody's books. Now, you ain't got, of course, we ain't going to say
no, we're not going to get no names.
Definitely, like, one book that you were like, oh, my God, like, and how you was able to go in there and change their business life.
Ooh. All right. So, as they say, bet. Had someone that was we do a lot with professional services. I'm not gonna give the industry, but they said, yeah, my books are good. And everybody say my books are good. My books are good. Yep. Man, we went in there and I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of game. The easiest way that I can tell whether or not your books are jacked up, I'm gonna look to see what's your rent. So if you paying office rent, and we're gonna make this thing easy. It's $1,000 a month. For 12 months, for the whole year, I should have 12 grand in rent. Yeah. If the rent on my financial statement says that I got $3,000 paid for the year, So if you can't get what I call a rinse and repeat, if you can't get that number right, then everything else, it's a wrap.
Wow.
It's a wrap. So anyway, that was the way that I knew that something was jacked up. My books was good. I looked at the rent and I said, okay. In this particular case, they had like $5,000 monthly rent on brick and mortar.
Wow.
I'm like, you should have $60K in rent.
Yeah.
And they literally had $2,000 listed for rent. I said, okay, well that's jacked up. Let's take a look at your income.
Yeah.
Looked at the income. They was like, yeah, there's no way in the world that we made that amount of money. And I was like, well, these are the financials that you gave to your banker.
Yeah.
Because you need to get a loan.
Right.
So the banker thinks that you make $2 million. But that's not what you do.
Right.
All right, so fast forward, we had a little bit of, I like to say when people DIY, I say that it's destroy it yourself.
Love it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And so went in, they was like, yeah, this is what we got to do to get it cleaned up. Because when you do it yourself, you jack it up. Somebody got to come in and clean up. Now, I can do it right the first time for $1,000.
Right.
But if I got to put the hazmat suit on,
come on now,
then it becomes 10 grand.
Yeah.
And so I told them what it was going to be, and they was like, yeah, we can't do that. I said, all right, well, then let me know what the banker has to say. All right, time goes on, came back, we got to pay that to get it cleaned up. Got it cleaned up, everything was good, financials went back to the banker, and they actually ended up getting the loan.
Wow.
Previously.
Wow.
They wasn't going to get it. And I tell people, like, if you go to the bank they're going to give you something. They might give you like a $2,000 secured credit card. What you about to do with that?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Right.
But when you actually have your financials in order, now we can get this $200,000 equipment loan, and now we can take our business to the next level. So, $2,000 secured credit card versus $200K equipment loan.
Yeah.
That's a game changer in your business.
Come on. Hey man, y'all better get with Tony and his team, man. They gonna clean your books up like Mr. Clean. You feel me?
Get you right.
Got you. So let's talk this, man. What would be some strategies that entrepreneurs can take right now to be able to make sure that their business is running more efficient on the back end?
Oh man.
Yeah.
So here's one. It's so simple. Like we're not even gonna go all the way deep. We're just gonna put our toe in the water at the shallow end of the pool. Schedule an admin day. Whatever, like you should know your business. Whatever the day is, that's your slowest. You don't have a whole lot of activity. Whatever it might be. It might be Wednesday. Wednesday is between 1 and 5. I ain't got a whole lot going on. Yeah. Between 1 and 5, that's when I do my admin stuff. Whether it's dealing with my books, whether I gotta get these doggone invoices out, because we all in business. To make some money, even if you got a for-profit or not-for-profit, we need to have money coming in.
Come on.
So I'm sending out these invoices, got to deal with customers, whatever the thing may be. Schedule that admin day and put it on your calendar. Don't just say, oh, I usually do it on Wednesday. No. Wednesdays between 2 and 6. Every Wednesday. Yeah. That's admin day. And so taking that intentional time to make sure that I can operate as the CEO.
Yeah. That's good.
You can do the technical stuff and all that, but I got to have my CEO time scheduled in there. Basic.
Yeah, I love it. Let's talk deductions.
To me, it took me 5+ years to be able to land my first paid talk. And I'm gonna tell you why. Two reasons only. Number one, I didn't have a mentor. And number two, I didn't understand how to effectively package what I do. But for you, we already expedited success for you. All you have to do is do the work and execute at a high level. As long as you do that, I promise you, you're gonna get you to the next level. So pretty much what we're gonna do for y'all, we're gonna give you the exact email templates that we use, our 5-figure email templates to land high paid speaking engagements. Not only that, we're gonna give you a contract template. My biggest issue when I first started, y'all, I didn't know who to reach out to. And then when I knew who to reach out to, I didn't know what to say. We're gonna take care of that for you. Then we're also gonna give you a done for you speaker sheet, okay? Literally, you're gonna take this, use it as marketing material, and then you're gonna get access to my 3-day replay of communication to currency challenge, where we're going to show you how to craft your message, package your message, but most importantly, how to generate from your message. Click the link below. I'll see you on the inside.
Go heavy on that, man.
The deductions.
So
here's the thing with deductions. Let's be real.
Yep.
We are all in business, and we're always wanting to go to the next level.
That's right.
So a deduction is going to help me to lower my taxable income.
Right.
That's cool. However,
yeah,
if I lower my taxable income too much, now when I need to go and play the game and I need to buy a car, buy a house, get a loan, oh, well, you done deducted everything.
Yeah, facts.
And so now the bottom line on your financial says, oh, yeah, I did all this work. I made $5 million last year, and I got a profit of $100,000 on my tax return. But then you want to go and you want to finance the G-Wagon, because everybody say, get yourself an LLC and then go buy a G-Wagon. Well, doggone it, to buy a G-Wagon, you got to have profit that can show that you can afford the G-Wagon. And that's just to buy the joint. We got to put gas in. I mean, I don't drive a G-Wagon, but I know people that do. And just I feel like it's $1,000 cover just to go into the dealership. So anyway, the easy things, like whatever it takes to run your business. I talked about the rent. Okay, fine. We're going to have a space, whether it's a virtual space, it's a brick and mortar, I'm going to have my rent expense. Labor. If you pay an employee or you pay a contractor, that's an expense. That's what it takes for me to run my business. I got to have a team. I got to make sure I'm doing that right. And real quick, a contractor versus an employee are two different animals.
Oh, go ahead.
Don't play with it.
Go ahead.
Don't play with it. IRS loves the people who treat their people incorrectly, because they're going to bust your head wide open. So that's a whole nother podcast talking about employee versus contractor. Software.
Yeah.
Like everything nowadays is a software. You got to pay whatever amount of money per month.
Yeah.
That's an expense for me to run my business. I got to have these systems. Whether I got 2 systems or I got 20 systems, it's $19 a month or it's $1,900 a month.
Yeah.
Track all of that. Speaking of tracking, I gotta have some kind of software. The big folks, QuickBooks.
Yeah.
I do a whole bunch of stuff with QuickBooks. Pay that little $60 a month.
Come on.
So that I have my financials together. My man Phil was talking about making sure that you have 2 years of history. In order to have history, I got to have some type of system. I got to have a financial management system.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm paying them $80, $90 a month, whatever. That's a deductible expense. Let's put it all on there. But we got to play the game.
Yeah.
We want to deduct. Let's go ahead and deduct. But then we got to look and be like, okay, when I walk into the bank, or I go and I need to get some investors, what does this bottom line look like? And does it look like I don't know how to run this business?
Right.
Or look like I'm in it and I'm actually generating a profit? Because we want to generate a profit, but in order to show the profit, I got to pay the man. You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
you know, a good mentor of mine, Biggie said, more money, more problems.
Hey, come on.
So you just got to be ready for that part. Again, we could talk about deductions all day long. It's 400 plus deductions, yada, yada, yada. Whatever it takes for you to run your business, that's a deductible expense, but you got to make sure you track it.
Man. So as we land the plane.
Yeah, man, let's land it.
Bro.
I was up there, 35,000.
Hey, bro, you were going crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, what would be one ingredient that you would give to an underdog that's in business? They may be like, man, Tony, I feel what you're saying, but it's like, I'm stressed out. Like, I don't understand QuickBooks. I don't understand business. Or you may have somebody like, I do understand business, but I don't know if I should do all these deductions, not all these deductions. I want you to speak to that person right now, man. Give them some sauce, man.
Man, you know what? Team. You got to have the team. And you know, can you go out here and get somebody that's like operating at the top of their field? We might have to build there. Let's get some baby steps. Like, let me just get 2 people that I know are in my circle.
Come on.
That are for me and they want to see me succeed. Let me get that team in place. I need to have somebody that's going to help me with the legal piece. Because we don't want to mess with the legal. I got to have somebody who help me with my finance. And then I got to have somebody who's not going to be a yes man. Like, keep it real with me. Like, is this business idea dumb?
Right.
Is this new product line I'm getting ready to drop? Do you think that this really would sell?
Yeah.
Like, I need to have that team around me to make sure that all these crazy thoughts that I have in my mind at 2 a.m., I can go and say, hey, attorney, am I going to be in trouble? Somebody going to sue me?
Come on.
Hey, finance, what's going to happen with the money? And then, does this idea even make sense? So, man, we can go way up here, but like, let's hit it at the ground and like, let me make sure I got my team in place that's going to keep me right.
Come on, fam. Man, listen, y'all. My man's spitting, bro. So, Tony, let the people know where they can follow you, find you, and then also how they can get in contact to work with you.
Yeah. So I'm on IG. I am Tony Proctor. Also on Facebook, LinkedIn. Got to be on LinkedIn. Good coach told me, got to make sure you're on LinkedIn. So I'm on all the platforms. I am Tony Proctor. That's my personal joint, but I also will give some nuggets on there. Coach, you're gonna be proud of me. I'm working on getting this YouTube thing together.
Come on.
I recorded a 15-minute video last night. I just turned it on. I was like, let's go.
Come on, man.
I got to start somewhere. So I'm not going to drop the plug, but it's going to be, I'm getting it together because I got a team.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
So that's what me, Tony Proctor. I'm everywhere.
Man, I'm so proud of you,
Appreciate
man.
that.
And if you want to learn how to work with him, that also be in the show notes. Definitely make sure you get with him, man. A lot of times, man, we don't, like, again, when you're organized, you're successful. And a lot of you're not organized. You're in chaotic mess. And you're trying to tell people how to do what you do, and you chaotic. You know what I'm saying? So get with my man Tony. His team going to clean your books. Going to make sure you're good with the tax side. But, man, listen to me. I appreciate you, King, coming through.
Coach.
And you know what it is. Let's get it. Let's grow. Clean your books. Let's be great.
Show.
Peace.